Hey, welcome to Ignite Week 2 of the series No Excuses. This week we're going to be talking about there's no excuse not to choose God because He has chosen us.
Give me a J, give me an O, give me an H, give me an N. What's that spell? John 15:16.
Jesus said in John 15:16, "You did not choose me, I chose you, and I appointed you to go and bear fruit that will last." Man, I hope I get picked for the team. I was playing Charkeisha last night in the hood, and I was like crazy. Jump shots, layups.
Well, last night I was practicing, and I flew down to Miami, and I was blocking Chris Bosh.
What?
I'm just already good.
It's a tough choice. I think I'm gonna have to go with Max.
And now, the player at 6'6" from North Carolina is Roman.
You know what's great?
Romans 8:28.
Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him and are called according to His purpose." You were called according to His purpose. You may not see, in the situation you're in or in the struggles that you're going through, how God could be working for the good in those things. But what we have to learn is to get ourselves, focused off of ourselves and more onto the will of God. And what I mean is to conform our heart to look more and more like Christ in those situations, and we grow. Hey, let's wait for a second. I got to thinking as we were playing basketball. I mean, we always choose that side, and you're standing there waiting to be picked, Isn't it cool? I mean, think about this. God chose us. Is that not the sweetest thing? I mean, think about us sitting on a bench. Man, I hope I get picked for the team. I have been practicing like crazy, guys. Like crazy practicing. How about you?
Well, I missed breakfast this morning, but I was shooting 103 free throws, so hopefully that pays off.
I shot my jump shot like 200 times, guys, and I didn't miss one.
Sitting there in our own failures, God still chooses to set this up. So God is out here on the court. Okay, so God's coming down. God has, He is the guy that everybody goes,
Who is that guy?
Ready? Yes. Let's go.
God is such a cool God that He could be going up for a shot. He could just bust through anybody. Come on in here. So say you're going to guard, just bust through anybody, but instead of taking the shot at the last minute, assists the ball, and lets us win. Is that not cool? Do you think that's awesome? I think that is awesome. So let's show what that kind of looks like. You know what? I had another thought. I know, you're probably thinking, come on, let's just play ball, right? Right? I was just thinking, okay, so the Bible says in Romans 8:28 that, and we know in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him, right? And called to His purpose, right? Don't we feel called to His purpose? And don't we feel like we should be included in that? Have you ever had some of those rotten times where you just feel like your struggles and the pain that you're going through just like, where is God? You ever felt that?
Yeah.
You ever felt like, okay, I'm struggling, I got pain, but yet God works for the good? Well, I got to thinking about that, and I was like, what if we got the focus off of ourselves? And we put our hearts more towards Christ, and we thought, how can I conform my heart to be more towards the image of Christ? And that would require what? That would require me getting myself focused on who?
Done.
On God. Yeah, on God. That's right. Hit her up. I want to see that three-point shot. Go back a little bit. Go back. Here it is. Here it is. That's right. Okay?
When we're picking teams, like, who should I pick?
Well, I think the thing is here. I think the thing is we have no excuse not to choose God. I mean, think about it. He's not a ball hog. He's a playmaker. He's not arrogant. He's not all about himself. He gives the assist at the last minute. He is all about partnering with us. What do you think?
Those are my favorite kind of players.
What do you think?
That's pretty cool.
So you think we could choose God?
Yeah.
You think that that's like one of the things that we could say, hey, there's no excuse but to choose God? Awesome. Let's shoot some more.
All the way from Moron Mountain, that point guard, standing